All right. Let's pull up our handy dandy. Get out of the way. Oh, something else we need to talk about. Pre-advising. Y'all know what pre-advising is, right?
Yes.
Write this down. Right here. Write that down right there. Kyle? Kyle?
You're my advisor, so I'll
Write this down. I don't give a rat's rear end who your advisor is. I want you to write that down. I want everybody to write that down.
He likes to.
Because Kyle's going to come up on the 27th and 28th, and he's going to come up to me and he's going to say, I need to get advised. And I'm going to say, okay. And I'm going to walk off.
He will do that.
Or Kyle is going to wait till December 6th. And he's going to come up here, and he's going to come up here on Monday after December 8th, whatever Monday is. And he's going to come up here after December 6th, and he's going to say, he's going to go downstairs, and he's going to ask the lady downstairs, I need to get registered for spring. And she's going to laugh at him. She's going to go, good luck. And then he's going to go, what do you mean? And then she's going to go, everybody's gone. It's Christmas break. Everybody's gone. And then he's going to say, what am I going to do? And then she's going to say, I guess go to the penalty campus and see if there's somebody up there that can register. And then he's going to say, this is wrong. Then he's going to start this little thing. And she's going to call me and I'm going to laugh. Yeah. Congratulations, Tennessee. You threw a Hail Mary and it worked. I couldn't believe it. Oh my gosh, they did everything they could to lose.
But they lost?
No.
Right.
They were leading 28-7 at the halftime. And they did everything they could to give it away. And it ended up being what, 36-33 or something like that? Yeah, they did everything they could to lose it. And they're in the top 5. I think they lost against Dorman High School. Yeah. So I'm not gonna I guess I'll just have to follow Clemson, but they make the first SEC team, they'll lose. But I really don't think Georgia's got a chance in Hades. And I really don't think USC has a chance. So I guess I'll just be watching Alabama and Ole Miss this year. Tennessee, I hope y'all do well, but I don't see y'all beating Alabama or Ole Miss. So, huh? Where is it going to be? Athens or? I'm going to watch it. I don't go to games. I can't stand going to games. I'm claustrophobic. No, I'm not claustrophobic. I just can't handle being around too many stupid people.
One time I volunteered.
Yeah, but I'm in control of this universe. I'm not in control of that universe.
One time I volunteered at a Clemson game and was in a place in Georgia, and like this guy got really drunk. Like we had to call him. He got really drunk, and he was like on the Georgia side, and he punched this really old man in the face. He was on Clemson.
No, that's
right
real classic.
Wow.
Real classic. That's why I don't go to games. I went to NASCAR for a long time before Dale Earnhardt died. I used to go to a lot of NASCAR races, and I would go half the time just to watch the idiots. Talking to a car going 120 miles an hour around the track, 180, talking to a car. They would actually talk to the car.
What?
You need to hurry up. You need to get in second place. You need to do this.
What?
So that's why I'm getting more and more like my father. I'm getting more and more reclusive. In another 5 or 6 years, I probably won't leave that heel. My heel. I probably won't leave it. Most people are stupid. I know. All right. Well, look at our society. This is no joke. I'm going to tell y'all a story. Today's story time, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell y'all a story. This morning, I had to take my truck. I've got an electrical problem with my truck. And where's my whiteboard?
No, you.
God, go talk to God.
That's right.
Here we go.
But they ain't gonna.
Will you be quiet? Don't tell him to do that. Let him find it on his own.
I'm mama.
Okay. Okay, y'all all familiar with West Side and West Standards Road right here? This is West Standards. I'm going to put West Standards out here. Anderson campus is right here. Okay, y'all know where we at now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, I think there's a little bit of a right-hand lane right here that you can get into to turn right. This is School District 5. Taj Mahal. So, I'm bringing my truck to work with me this morning, and the guy that works on the west side, he's riding with me. And we get behind the Home Depot truck. And right here is a F-250, a white F-250 with a DA driving it. And the Home Depot truck turns in, and he turns and gets at a 45-degree angle because this F-250 is in the way. So there's two cars behind me, two cars back up. And guess what the F-250 does? He just sits there. He's got a little right-hand lane right here. He's back up. He's about right here. Okay? And that truck is about that. In other words, the truck's not going to make it. He just sits there. And about 2 minutes later, anybody that stops at that red light, y'all know it takes like 15 minutes for it to change. So we sit there and we sit there. And those two people, they blow their horns and they got their windows rolled down and they waving to this guy, back up. And he just sits there. And he just sits there. And he just sits there. So finally, the light turns green, and he pulls out real slow. And he goes on his way. That's why I don't go out. Because of that. People like that should not procreate or drive. But anyway. All right. So, today's the 3rd. And you go to the 24th. You need to go by. And the best way to do it, I'm going to show y'all. Y'all ready? You go to your handy dandy Starfish account. Go to your handy dandy Starfish account. So you go to Get Connected. And what does that say right there?
Welcome to Starfish.
Yeah, you push that button.
I've never done that.
Well, it's neat. You hit that button, and then you go to Appointments. And then at this point, you can see your advisors. It will go directly to your advisor's appointment block. Look there. Somebody's already what?
Set an appointment.
Ain't that something? Now, Kyle, do you think you can screw this up?
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Now, what do? You go to your advisor's office and you click on this, and you usually to 15. I do 15 minutes, but you can take 3 of them up if you want to. Just put your name down 3 times. People got questions on advising. People got questions on taking classes. So I do this time I do it in my class. Who's got questions about anything besides, I don't want any DA questions, okay? I've shown you how to find your advisor now. You can find your advisor by going to Starfish. If you don't know your advisor, go to Get Connected or Get Set, one of the two. And right here, identify my academic advisor. Now, who's got questions about classes? Who's got questions about majors? Who's got questions about anything having to do? I'll give you some preliminary advice if you need some. No, doesn't matter. Try to take as many here. Because it's easier, and this is the penthouse compared to Pendleton.
You don't have to do it.
Parking, you don't have to do cardiac heal. And people here are normal, or we try to be. We're not up here in the academic tower, okay? We don't think we're a research university like some of those teachers at Pendleton campus does. Got any questions about majors? Got any questions about taking classes, anything like that? I'm going right now. I'm putting myself out there.
I'm going to transfer to AU.
In what?
Huh?
In what major?
Education.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my friends, she transferred already. She said that she looked onto Anderson University's on their website to see which classes that I already need to take, so that I'd be good with my prereq and my transfer.
That's what you need to do. You need to get you an Anderson catalog, and you need to go by your advisor with that Anderson catalog.
Okay.
That's what you need to do. But education, what are you going to go into education? What part of education?
I want to do 5th grade, so.
Okay, so you're going to be going into elementary ed / early childhood. So you're going to be, you only need to take, unfortunately, you only have to take like a couple of maths, which is 120 and 103. Pretty much you can take those and you'll be good to go. Unfortunately, I think a lot of students need to take 5 or 6 math courses to teach math in the elementary ed. But we keep watering down our education system and keep putting out dumb students. Anyway, go ahead. Anybody got another question? Is that your question?
Yeah, because like I said, you're my advisor.
Okay.
I'm lucky you.
Then you need to get one of those and bring it to me, and then we'll look and see what classes you can take here and what will transfer to AU.
How do they start with you?
It's just, you can call the Pendleton campus, I forgot the number, but you can request the Anderson advisor if you want to. A lot of students do that, especially when they go here at Anderson. Hold on just a minute and I'll find that number for you. Let me go to message.
I'm going to see if they think I need to see it by myself.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because when you want to graduate or transfer, you might find some.
Whenever I talk with somebody, they always send me a different thing.
Hold on, okay, I'm a guy. I got to do one thing at one time. Okay, just hold on. Where is? It's called employees. There it is. Okay, I'm looking for directory. Where is the directory? Where is employee? Faculty directory. Where is it? Look on the message center. Okay, I can't find the employee directory. Where is the employee directory? Does anybody know? They move it 15 times.
So they changed it up so many times.
My starfish doesn't look like yours.
I'm going to do it.
My starfish looks like
I want somebody to tell me where the directory is.
Well, we don't know how to get the starfish.
Faculty and staff directory under Get Ready.
You're going to have to get a lot of them.
Hold on a second. I'm still on one thing. Y'all.
Women can multitask. I could be done all that.
I know you could. You're a woman. Men can't do that. I mean, look at Kyle. 1432.
Thank God he has a good mom.
1432. Draw 646-1432. And you can request a advisor.
I would request you.
But use a simple excuse. Say if you want to change to an advisor in Anderson, tell them that you're trying to take all your classes at Anderson and you want your advisor at Anderson. Don't say I don't like my advisor or my advisor's never there, because they ain't gonna change it if you do that. Okay, you got to give them a legitimate reason.
So your
Okay.
success rate is different.
I don't know, yeah, I
Katie
guess.
Fletcher and then I have meeting with Susan.
I don't know who that is.
I have Crystal King and Mary Myers.
Mary's good.
I've never met either one of them.
Well,
If anyone has me say that, she's funny. She tells about her advisors all the time. She'd say, my kids come in my office saying, I want to be a teacher. How do you know what you want to be? You're not even 18 yet. And I was like,
well,
you can have
I'll be honest with you. I tell my students this. All my advisees, and some of you older people in here can attest to this. You're going to change your major at least 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, I have already.
Okay? An 18-year-old coming out of high school saying they're going to be a microphysicist. You're full of it. Okay? You don't know what you're going to do. All right? So what I tell students, this is what I tell students to do. When you start at Tri-County Tech, you act like you're going into whatever. You need to take English, 101, 102, speech, 205, and that's your English route. Your math, you need to do math, 110, 111, and 140. Now I'll get to that in just a minute. And then in science, you need to at least get bio and chem out of the way. Now the reason I tell students to do 110, 111, and 140, if you don't have any idea what you want to do, then you need to go that route, because that route is concrete for any major you want to go into. I don't care if it's nuclear physics or if it's basket weaving 105. Okay, you can take that 140 and you can put it in any degree. All right. If you're going into history, I'm gonna be a history teacher. Okay, well let's see what math. Okay, you got math 140. You go right ahead. That's what they're gonna say.
But that nursing.
Let me finish. You're not letting me finish. Did I say a nursing student, or did I say somebody that has no idea what they want to go into? No idea what you want to go into. That's what you need to focus on. Now, what if you know what you want to go into? Well, if you know what you're going to go into, then that's different. Most of your liberal arts majors, they're going to use math, 103, and 140. Okay? That's anybody that's not an engineer or a science person. Okay? If you're an engineer, science person, math person, research person, anybody going into the sciences, I mean legitimate sciences. I don't mean basket weaving 105 science. I don't mean that. I mean a legitimate science. You're going to teach science. You're going to research science. You're going to go into math. You're going to go into mathematics. You're going to go into engineering. You're going to go into bioengineering. Any of those, you do 110, 111, 140 that. If you're a liberal arts major, which means nursing, which means education, which means history, teaching, anything having to do with liberal arts, communications, graphics, graphic communication, anything not engineering or sciences, you probably need to do 103, 140 right. Now, there are business majors. Business majors are kind of over here. Now, business major / management major has to do what's called business calculus. They do 109, 130, and 230. This is college algebra watered down. So this is business calc 1 and business calc 2. Now, if you're still undecided, then I would still suggest this route, because this route, there is no major that this class right here, there is no major that a counselor is going to go, okay, you've got math 140 and that's nice, but you need to take this math. There is no major that's going to say that. So it's kind of like if you're going to save money, save it. If you don't know what you're going to take, if you don't know what you're going to go into, then go ahead and prepare for that calc. And that way, when you do get to the calc and you decide, oh, well, I really don't want to go into engineering, I want to go into teaching Spanish. Well, you've got the math covered, because that math 140 will cover any math prerequisite. Any. And that's what I tell students that are undeclared, have no idea. Okay? Which are usually 18, 19-year-olds. They say they know what they want to do. My daughter is in her first semester at College of Charleston. She's done changed her major 3 times. So, okay, who's got any other questions? You should be able to go into appointments. I have to see yours. Bring it up here. Schedule appointment.
With you?
Yeah.
Not my advisor.
If I'm on there, that means you're my advisor. They wouldn't have that on there.
She's
Oh,
one of my other teachers too, but my advisor isn't on.
okay, go to get connected. Go to your TCTC. Go to get set, go to get set. Academic advisor. Somewhere in there. There it is. No, go back. No, back. Identify 30. And spring, submit. Go down. Your advisor is Ashley Pelosi. I don't know who it is. What's your major?
Associate commerce.
Well, you can change if you want to. If you don't know who that is, then you can change. Just tell me your name and census. Any other questions? Nobody's got any other questions? Everybody's good on what they need to do?
Well, yeah, I'm still. Yeah.
About what?
Well, they told me, because I'm just now starting to do my school, like my first school semester.
Mhm.
And I know I want to go into nursing, but
Then you need to stay to 103, 120 route.
I'm talking about any other classes.
Well,
They
English-
told me not to take no biology.
All right. English 101, 102, speech, and then biology, you need to go ahead and start in biology 101 and 102. You need to get that under your belt. And take 210 when you've got a lot of time to yourself.
You need to do all your biology before you apply. Do you not do a 5-week summer course?
No, 5-week summer courses. If you take a 5-week summer course, it needs to be an underwater firefighting class. Don't take anatomy and physiology in 5 weeks, unless you just want somebody to punch you in the mouth.
It's horrible.
I'm serious, it's awful. Anatomy and physiology is terrible in a regular 14-week test.
No, I already have 2 kids.
You don't need that. No. Take anatomy and physiology, take the first one, and then take maybe 2 or 3 less weighted courses. Don't take math, chemistry, biology, and then take anatomy and physiology. Don't do that. Well, you can't take anatomy and physiology to take biology 101.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's good. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna ask, if I make my advisor vote, have to do my assessment?
That I don't know. I think you just need to check in with your success coach or call them and say, do I need to check in with you? Because I really don't know.
You go to your success coach, they can help you like break down the practice. You can say, yeah.
See, I really don't understand what a success coach is versus an
They're
advisor.
basically the same thing. They just it's like one, two, like your free one. It's basically.
I think one is nicer than the other if you want to know the truth about it.
No, I'm pretty
I
great.
think some advisors are, they think that they just are here to teach, and that's the ones you don't want.
And don't say IEP because IEP is an individual education plan because I think that's for a lot of people who have disabilities. Because they definitely seem to this going on, but I do not have to I said,
They think you have a disability.
Oh, I was like, oh, that is really offensive.
But yeah, I think the success coach is kind of like the counselor that is very positive and very and then the advisor is like, you're gonna fail this course. You're not gonna fail this course. I think the advisor is a little bit more down to earth. I'm not taking that away from the success coach. Success coach is to give you a more positive type outlook, I think, in my opinion. I don't know. So, what'd she say? Huh? No. No, I'm not gonna embarrass you or anything, but who's your advisor? What's your major? Nursing. Yeah, a lot of nursing students have nursing advisors, and I would suggest you stick with them because we don't know nothing about, I only know about college, I only know about transferring to another college because that's what I did, and that's what I know about. A lot of Tri-County Tech sends engineering students and science and math students my way. In other words, I don't get anybody in wanting to be graphic communications. I don't get a lot of advisees that want to go into graphic communications because that's not my area. My area is math, science, and engineering. Any other questions? All right, so y'all need to get on there and get an appointment. Right, Tyler? Sorry.
I still have an appointment a while back for something else. I'm not doing that.
Who's your advisor?
Ms. Thompson.
Beverly? Okay, she's here. She's good. Okay, so now let's look at your test. Let's pull your test up.
I have no idea.
There we go.
A, B, and C, right?
Well, something. There we go. Math 103. And we'll go ahead and I'll put assignment manager and because I'm doing one thing, y'all don't ask me anything while I'm doing something, okay? Import. Y'all gonna learn this. 103, y'all gonna learn not to ask me questions while I'm doing something. Unless y'all just want something screwed up. Unit 2 test. This is chapter 7. That's chapter 7, right? And we need to go in there and we need to fix it. Make sure it don't have old questions on it. Chapter 7, Unit 2. Edit. Next. There we go. Now let's find our exam week. That needs to be taken out. Last day of class needs to be taken out. And then exam. Just hold on, I'm trying to find my. Supposed to say, is that it? Is that the right date? 30th to 6th, that's it. And then last day of class. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So everybody should make 4 points apiece. 4 times 12. Everybody should make a 50 on this test. You won't, but yep. And that too. For the 4 people or 5 people that did it. What? Yeah. But you think everybody's gonna make? All right. Next. I'm gonna throw those away. Today, what's today?
Today's the 3rd. Yeah.
Today's the 3rd. After I get through doing this, I'll respond to what y'all are saying, but I have no idea what y'all are saying because I can't do this and do
So
other
you're opening
things.
the test today.
I'm trying to, yes. If y'all don't talk, I'll be all right. October 159. That's good. That's good. That's good. Save and sign. So that means we'll go to the homework. And what chapter is this? 7. A, B, C. What's E?
We're not doing
No, you tell me. Well, what's E? Somebody tell me what E
I
is.
haven't done it yet, so I can't tell you.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, that's the section the video covers. And we will, and I'm going to give you 2 videos. I'm going to give you the 120 video and this video, and I'll go over some problems today. Tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. Always give y'all one more day to ask questions because I'm a good teacher. Okay, now all you have to do to find out when something is due is go to the calendar. And Unit 2 is available today, and it's due on the 10th. And then I can go over here to the homework, and it's due on Wednesday. Kyle, do you understand? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me click on this again. Now, does that answer y'all's questions?
I couldn't see it.
Oh,
You know, the girl that sits right here is gonna be upset. She didn't get all this information.
that's why she needs to watch
Video.
I actually had a student, this is no joke, I might have told you this, sent me a voicemail, not an email, sent me an email the day before class, said, I will not be in class tomorrow, I have to do this, this, and this. Will you tell me what I'm going to miss? Did I reply?
No.
No. Some of y'all are going, why not? I mean, honestly, it's very cumbersome doing these videos. Very, very cumbersome. You have to turn it on, you have to get it set up, then you have to download it, then you have to convert it, then you have to load it on YouTube. I don't do it for my health. Okay. Counting. Let me just go and I'm just going to do the whole spiel for you. How about that? That way you'll feel good about yourself. And you won't have to put on too much makeup. All right. Counting. Counting has to do with this guy. And what is that? No, this is math, not English.
Factorial.
Factorial. Good. Factorial is multiplying numbers in natural sequence to 1. So 3 factorial equals 3 times 2 times 1, which is equal to 6. 4 factorial, 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is equal to, what's 4 times 6? 24. 5 factorial, 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is equal to, what's 5 times 24? 120. 6 factorial, 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is equal to 720. And so on. Why do you not go down to 0? Because 0 would cancel out everything. So you always go down to 1 in the sequence that it belongs. This has to do with any kind of combination or permutation. That's what counting is, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I wanted to take the word smile, and I wanted to figure out how many different combinations of S-M-I-L-E I could make up, then I would take S-M-I-L-E. How many is that? 5. 5 factorial There's 120 different combinations of SMILE. Now, I didn't say words that make sense. I just said different combinations. Anything having to do with combinations or permutations is going to be factorial. Now, there's a couple of formulas in this section that I don't require you to know because it's too tedious and it's a pain. Okay? So, well, how do you do it? Well, you use your calculator, or you can use the Excel spreadsheet, either one. So, if you have, Mr. Howard, give me a word.
Octopus.
Okay, thank you. Octopus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 factorial, which is equal to 7 times 720, which would be 50, 40. Somebody help me out. What's 7 times 720? Of course it is. All right. So, how many different combinations of those letters? So that might be a test question. That's also a standardized test question. So if you're going to be taking a standardized test anytime soon, that question may be on there. You got a word, smile. I'm trying to think of a word. I can't think of anything. Think of another word. Modest. You ever play that game where you say a subject and you think of the first word that pops in your head? That's weird. Modest would be MOD, EST would be 6 factorial, which would be 720. All right, so that's the first thing you'd be tested on in this section, is something simple like that. The second thing you'll be tested on in this section is called combinations. Anybody got a book with them? Look for the combination formula. Combination R. NCR. Anybody got a book with them? Nobody? Okay. Nobody's got one? I'll pull it up. I'm going to show you the formula so you can write it down, so you can look at it and say, golly, that's difficult. But it really doesn't matter because I'm not going to make you learn it. But you need to know it just in case somebody asks you and you want to look smart. 7E, is that counting? See, this book even, they'd probably call it something else because they think students are too stupid to. There it is. That's permutation. I don't want that on that. There's combination. You don't have to write the NPR. You don't have to write that. Just write the second part right here. What? Yeah, I was fixing to say that, but you went ahead and said it for me. Can I be in charge for a while?
I'm not.
Oh.
I know there's a difference.
Okay, I'm going to. What'd you say? No, I just want you to see it. Okay, hold on and I'll. There. I was going to write a couple of things here, but there. So y'all asked me if y'all did something while I was doing something. That won't work. All right. Combination. Put order next to it. Then what is order? Order would be a permutation. NCR is equal to all that. N factorial over N minus R factorial times R factorial. And you can do that with your calculator, and it'll just take you about 2 or 3 minutes, where if you do it in your calculator the way I show you, it'll only take you about 30 seconds. So if you want to do that, knock yourself out, I'm not going to require that you do that. Permutation, go ahead and write that one down. Yeah, it's right there. Write it down, just so you'll know it. And permutation has to deal with order. Usually the order will be first, second, third, and fourth in a race, or president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer. That's the kind of order questions you're going to be asked. Okay? If it doesn't say anything about order, like offices or first, second, and third place, then it's a combination. Now, what is N? N is always your biggest number. Write that down. N is always your biggest number. R is going to be your smaller number. So, let's go to our handy dandy real life world of gambling. South Carolina education lottery. Some of y'all may remember when the lottery came into South Carolina. Oh my gosh, you would think that we were bringing the plague into South Carolina. Why? Why do you think we had all kinds of problems with getting the lottery in South Carolina? Well, there's 2 reasons. One is we just had got rid of video what? Poker, which was like the crack cocaine and cigarettes to the people that have addictive personalities. Okay? You know, you have gambling in Las Vegas, but you don't get to go gambling in Las Vegas because Las Vegas is where? Clear across the country, so you don't get to go gambling. All right? Some people don't, some people use drugs, but they don't use drugs all the time. But the crack cocaine and the video poker gave people the accessibility to gamble, and take drugs. All right? So we just had got rid of it, and all these kids were running around in the convenience stores with their diapers on, and the daddy and mother was putting their money into video poker. So all the people that know that South Carolina is ignorant, we all stupid in South Carolina, they have to tell us how to spend our money. So they were saying that we do not need video poker in South Carolina because these people are too ignorant to realize that they're giving away their paycheck. Y'all think I'm being facetious, but I'm not. People say, oh, it's the Bible Belt. No, that didn't have anything to do with it. We're all stupid in South Carolina. And at that time, who was last in the United States in SAT scores? Mississippi and South Carolina. All right? So we're all stupid. And we can't have video poker. But anyway, I'm not video poker, but the lottery. So here's how you play. Number 1, select 5 different numbers from 1 to 69. Okay, there's your N and there's your P. I mean your R. What is your N? 69. What is your R? I just said select 5 numbers from 1 to 69. 5. So put down in your notes, put 69, C, and 5. Now what's the next one? The Powerball. Select 1 Powerball with the numbers 1 to 26. So what's in? 26, Hubert. That's right. So if N is 26, what is R? 1. So now you got 2 setups. You've got combination, 69 combination 5. Because you have to get the 5 numbers and the what? So what does and mean? Multiplication. That's right. 26 combination 1. Now, Mr. Howard, you can take it. Why? Let me ask you this: if you want to play if you want to win the lottery, what do you have to do? No, you have to buy what?
Buy a ticket.
You have to buy a ticket. Nobody can win the lottery. I heard you back there, but I asked Mr. Howell, and I want to try to give him credit since I jumped on him in the beginning.
Oh, that's good.
That's all. Anyway, you have to buy a ticket. Now, a lot of people, and I'm going to go ahead and preach right now, a lot of you are going to be on the test, and you're going to you're going to get it wrong because you didn't put the 1. So I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to give you credit if you don't put the 1, because you've got to realize if the question is asking you, you're going to what is your probability of winning the lottery? You're assuming that you're going to buy a ticket. Buying a ticket is the 1 at the top. So please don't screw it up. Amble with a banana. Please don't break it. All right? All you got to do is put a 1. Now, what if they ask for the probability? If they just ask for the probability, then that would be the bottom number. But they're not going to ask that. They're going to say, what is the probability of winning? And in order to win, you got to buy a ticket. So, now let's say you don't have a calculator. Well, if you don't have a calculator, you can always go to your handy-dandy what? Spreadsheet. And I'll show you how to do the calculator in just a minute for those that are fixing to spaz out. Okay? And there is your how to do. Let me change this to, let's go with, what was it, 69 and 5 and 26. Okay, notice the 2 formulas. There's the combine. In the Excel spreadsheet, combine is COMBIN. So you would hit equals, combine, and then parentheses 69, 5. And there's that. And then here, combine 26, 1. So if you use an Excel spreadsheet, those are you use combine, and then that's how you use it. Now let's talk about Bubba here for a second. Bubba buys 1 ticket and has a probability of right there. Buys 10 tickets and has that probability. Buys 100 tickets and has that probability. 1,000 and so on. Why is this important? Well, that's why South Carolina didn't want people to buy a lottery ticket. Why? What? Right here. A3, this divided by this times this. Yeah, I just did it. I locked these two. Hit F4 right here. Hit F4 to lock those 2 in. And then it just takes, when I scroll down, it takes this and divides by this. This divided by this, and so on. Okay? And look at what Bubba does. Bubba buys 3 million tickets. He's got a 1% chance. He buys 2 million tickets. He's got a almost 1% chance. 1 million tickets is the same as what? 1 ticket. Why you say that, Hubert? What do we go by in the real world? We go by the hundreds place, right? You go by get gas, it's $1.79 per gallon, or $2.89 per gallon. 89 cents. Everything is 89 cents unless you go to Sam's Club. All right? Everything is to the hundreds. So, what's the percent chance that he wins with 1 ticket? What's the percent chance if he buys 1 million tickets? So which is smarter, buying one ticket or a million? One ticket. Okay. But of course, everybody in South Carolina is giving their paychecks up because we're all what? Stupid. You would not believe. Were you around when? Oh my gosh! You thought we were pulling people's teeth out by, and I was for it. I was for the law. Why? Because little by little, the legislature takes away from what? Education every year. They take away. And I'm not a proponent of throwing money at the problem, because I think our school system can do a whole lot better with the money they've got. But I do realize that with the college, the tuition, I could not support it. Being a college teacher, I could not support it. Because, and I give to it. I buy 10 tickets a week just to play. I just play. Huh? I know. I buy 10 different. I buy 5 on the Powerball and 5 on the Mega Millions.
Right, and this is the service that you play in the same game?
Yeah. No, you buy in different numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be even more. Yeah. 5 million, the same number. That'd be stupid. That'd be giving away money.
yeah, I can see why.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a question. That is a test question, not this whole thing. Now, if you want to do it on a calculator, take your handy dandy calculator and go 25. First hit clear, get all the junk off of it. What is the first one? 59, 69, 69, and then hit math. Go to probability, and there's NCR. And then type in 5, and there's that number right there. Now hit second function, enter, and change the first number to what, 26, and the second number to 1.
And maybe you can do that.
Yep. I go over that in my free class on how to use your calculator, which nobody is taking advantage of. You should put this on online. You should do online classes. Put it online, nobody even goes to it. And multiply those two together, and you got your answer. Okay? That's how you use that. Now, what type of question are you going to have with your permutation? This is the type of question you'll have. I'm just going to do it in text. A group, and the reason I say a group, because it's going to say students in a college, or it's going to say people that work together, or I'm just going to say a group of people with N equals 40. In other words, 40 people want to form a ... a 4-member committee. B, a board with vice president, secretary, and treasurer. How many can be created? All right, now I made it very short and sweet. They're going to fill it up with all kind of words. They're going to say a student government group consisting of 40 people want to form a blank, and they're going to say beautification committee for the school, and then a student government board, blah, 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 blah. How many groups can be created in group A, and how many groups can be created in group B. It'll say something to that effect. All right, now you're going to use your permutation. Why? Are you going to use the permutation for A or the combination? You're going to use the combination for this one. Why? No what? No order. How do you say no order? Well, does it say any order? Doesn't say any order, then you don't have any order. Now what about this one? It's a permutation because it has some kind of order. And there's the type question you'll have. And of course, I'm going to let y'all do the calculating. This one is going to be 40 combination what? 4. And this one is going to be 40 permutation of 4. And somebody tell me what the combination comes out to be. 91,390 different groups. How about permutations? 219, 3360. Why? Why are the combinations more than permutations more? Well, yeah, there's 4 different groups that you could be. I mean, there's way different groups where you can be president. And then there's another whole set of groups where you can be what? Vice president. I'm talking about you as an individual in the group. There's all kinds of different scenarios where you're the president. There's 40 different presidents where you're the president. Then there's 40 different presidents with you being the vice president. Then there's 40 different with you being treasurer. Then there's 40 different being what? Secretary. Then there's 40 different with you being secretary and Jane being vice president, or president and Jane being vice president. You see what I'm saying? Then there's 40 different with you being president and Philip being vice president. Then there's 40 different with you being president and Sahara being vice president. You starting to get the drift? Then there's 40 different with you being vice president and Ed being president. And 40 different with you being vice president and Jane being president. And 40 different, you're starting to get what I'm saying? It's just, you can't even fathom it, really. So that's why there's so many different with the officers. Okay? And that's basically what permutations and combinations do. Just know the difference.
So the question about would there be an answer for A and an answer for B, or
Yes.
permutation?
A would be 91,390. B would be 2,193,360. Now, sometimes they may just ask you for B. They may ask a question, there's 4 horses in a race, or there's 15 horses in a race, and how blah, 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 number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that would be 15 permutation 4. Don't try to think too much on these, because if you try to think, you're going to get yourself into a web of confusion. Orb of confusion. What was the orb of confusion? Oh yeah, get smart. That was a flop of a movie. Huh? Yeah. Any questions on this? Okay, now you have the live version. Now what was your question? Oh, I thought you had a question. Oh yeah, you were just telling me how to run my class. That
I
was
was
really
not
nice.
telling you how to run your class. I was asking you the difference between the two.
You can take it. Who's got questions? Now see, that wasn't bad, was it? Let me cut it off so y'all can sit there and